The European assassin Canelo Alvarez got assassinated tonight by Bivol. Congratulations to Bivol for dominating Canelo Alvarez in a Floyd Mayweather fashion, where he nearly won every single round. Even then, would you believe all of the judges scored the fight 115 to 113 in favor of Bivol? After Bivol dominated Canelo every single round, they only had Bivol winning by one round. They as in the judges. In which I told you all on my prediction video, this is exactly what was going to happen. If the fight does go to a decision, the only way Bivol can win is to dominate Canelo Alvarez in a Floyd Mayweather fashion where he wins every single minute of every single round. In which that's exactly what Bivol was determined to do. I told everyone that would listen leading up to this fight. This will be another episode of cherry picking going wrong, where there's a great probability of the European assassin getting assassinated by a European during his European tour. I hate to tell you I told you so, but I did tell you so about old media hype job Canelo Alvarez. It's so ironic because Eddie Hearn leading up to the fight, he said that Canelo is the greatest of all time. He may even beat Usyk at heavyweight. On the other hand, Bivol said, it's funny how some people think about Canelo like he's untouchable. He can knock out super heavyweights. It's funny to me. This is what Bivol said leading up to the fight as well. See, old media could hype up these fighters on the hope list as much as they want. However, they can't get in the ring and fight for them. The Roman Gonzalez, the Gennady Golovkins, the Kovalevs, the Canelo Alvarez, the Lomachenkos, they still have to go in the ring solo and fight for themselves. All of these fighters lost during this entire time, while the pound-for-pound king, new media, pound-for-pound #1 Terrence Bud Crawford, still remains supreme. With the facts being laid out from the first bell, Canelo Alvarez was still making the exact same mistakes he made against Floyd Mayweather. Till this day, like I said before, he never improved. The only thing he improved is his ducking skills, where he came out with a duck print in order to avoid all of the fighters on the coincidental list with that Floyd Mayweather style. That's about it. In which Bivol tonight proved everything I have been preaching for years. From round one, Canelo couldn't really hit Bivol with anything, as Bivol was controlling Canelo with his jab. From round one, hitting Canelo with his jab all night long, Canelo could not take the jab away. And off the jump, Bivol started letting his combination go, hitting Canelo at will. I mean, Bivol was whipping Canelo exactly the same way Shakur was whipping Oscar Valdez, off the jump. Canelo looked at the referee like he got jumped or something. Then Canelo tried to walk Bivol down. However, he couldn't get past the jab and the combinations. There was a huge skill gap tonight. Bivol was controlling Canelo all night long, which by doing so enabled Canelo Alvarez from bullying Bivol. Canelo Alvarez kept trying to throw these haymakers from round 2 fight night. Little did he know, tonight the game wasn't on easy mode. I mean, Canelo kept telegraphing every single punch, putting so much power behind every single punch that Bivol saw every single punch coming a mile away, which led to Bivol countering Canelo Alvarez with check hooks after a couple rounds since Canelo was telegraphing so much. Bivol was countering Canelo while his back was on the ropes in the pocket, while Canelo was throwing air balls and hit Alvarez's arms. But what was so impressive, which I knew leading up to the fight, me and Dante always talked about this, whenever Canelo Alvarez shot his load, Bivol will jump right back on him. See, usually Canelo Alvarez shoots his load, or whenever he gets frustrated, he will take a break. And fighters will allow Canelo Alvarez to take a break or walk around, rethink, reposition. However, not Bivol. Every time Canelo got frustrated or shot his load, then he tried to back up or something like that, Bivol jumped right on him with combinations, not letting Canelo Alvarez breathe, taking advantage of Canelo Alvarez getting frustrated. Another thing that was highly impressive when Canelo was on the ropes, trying to do the rope-a-dope or the Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll, Canelo Alvarez kept catching Bivol punches with his face instead of his gloves, which enabled Canelo Alvarez to counter Bivol. Bivol impressively feinted the heck out of Canelo out of position, while keeping his range and landing combinations like Floyd Mayweather did, exposing the heck out of Canelo Alvarez's horrible defense. Then when Canelo Alvarez tried to come back, Bivol will control Canelo Alvarez's arms. That's why Canelo will stop chasing Bivol. Then Bivol will jump right back on him as soon as he saw Canelo Alvarez get frustrated. Canelo Alvarez is not comfortable to do anything, let his hands go, so on and so forth, if he's not in control. And he was not in control all night long. Bivol was. That's why in the later rounds, Bivol started to walk Canelo Alvarez down. Bivol was on the verge of stopping Canelo. Canelo was getting tired. He was frustrated. Bivol had hurt him multiple times during the fight. However, Canelo Alvarez, just like Oscar Valdez, was only looking to survive. He was not willing to win or go out on his shield to do so. Canelo Alvarez was not willing to fight like a warrior and go out on his shield in order to win, because he did not want to get embarrassed and risk going out on his face. More importantly, Canelo Alvarez said, he's in his prime. No one can beat him right now because he's at his best. He kept making excuses to why he lost to Floyd Mayweather. And ironically today, Canelo Alvarez lost in the same fashion to Bivol. So I'm really looking forward to hear the freshest excuses out of the oven by Canelo Alvarez and his fans to why he got exposed tonight once again. I mean, you can't blame it on the weight because he knocked out a bigger man in Kovalev. He wanted to fight at cruiserweight. Canelo Alvarez walks around 200 pounds, and he came in tonight at nearly 200 pounds. He was as big as Bivol, and that's a fact. Even then, we all know Floyd Mayweather was 20 pounds smaller than Canelo Alvarez when they fought, and Floyd Mayweather still beat him the exact same way. Like I said before, there was a skill gap tonight. That's why the European assassin got assassinated tonight unexpectedly by a European. What a perfect cherry going wrong. No one asked Canelo to fight Bivol, not even his own fans, as you all see above. Like I said on my prediction video, this is not a cherry pick going wrong because Bivol is not a good fighter. Absolutely not. I tried to tell you guys he's a good fighter. This is a cherry pick because no one asked Canelo to fight Bivol. Everyone asked him to fight Andrade and Charlo, Benavidez, so on and so forth. In fact, no one even knew Bivol. Canelo couldn't even sell out the T-Mobile Arena. That's why this was a cherry pick. The face of boxing can't sell out the T-Mobile Arena? Think about that. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of AKHi TV. The truth will always come out by yours truly, AKHi's new media. Peace, and I'm on to the next one.